What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about more Dragon Age info coming soon. This actually lines up pretty well with what we just started to talk about yesterday, and, Game Informer really doing the heavy work over the last month or so. I found this on Twitter from an account that, honestly, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's an amazing crocodile profile picture. I'll give them that. And they say, a kind Dragon Age fan just gave me a heads up on some more info onto Veilguard's presence at San Diego Comic-Con. We did know previously, Dragon Age was going to go there. Gameplay reveal. A first look at companion gameplay will showcase how relationships and bonds unfold through BioWare's renowned conversation system. And you can look at the actual, panel highlights. Actually, that's exactly what it's called. I was trying to walk myself through the name. So you got panel highlights, voice actors, and developers. There's already been some speculation of, who the voices are, but you're going to get 4 companion voices, and they're also going to be talking with the creative director and the creative performance director. We'll get insight, so, behind-the-scenes stuff into motivations and inspirations, and then there's that gameplay reveal. First look at gameplay will showcase how relationships and bonds unfold. It's moderated by GameSpot, a host and producer, Lucy James. It's Friday, July 26th, so it's literally next Friday, 3:15 to 4:15. I think that's right after I get out of my Deadpool and Wolverine showing, so that'll be fun to cover right after. And then they got some other fun stuff. There's a scavenger hunt. There's collectibles and etc. There's a pinball arcade. That's fun. So if you're going there, hopefully you have a lot of fun with it. But there you go. So very exciting. This is honestly, when I talk about they need to kind of show that, one more thing, right? In fact, this actually lines up quite well with what we've talked about over the last little while with this game. The game's still 50-50 to a lot of people. It's divided people. Some people are just not about it. And I think something like this would give us a kind of a different look, right? Because you got conversations in the first reveal, right? The 20-minute thing. But it was kind of, it was a very funneled kind of direction, right? And it was more aligned with the story. And you see Solus and, you get the gameplay. So there's almost so much to focus on, right? It's so all over the place, I guess, in not a terrible way, right? But it's so all over the place because they're trying to show you a bunch of stuff at once. This one, companion gameplay, so maybe how we'll control them, their abilities, things like that, the relationships and bonds, so maybe how we can talk to them, and then the response, and then maybe they can show another view of a different way we can talk to them, right? They can maybe talk a little bit how the relationships blossom and kind of change. Now they've done that a little bit. The reason I don't need them to do that too much is, number one, I don't necessarily want that spoiled, and number two, they've already kind of talked about that in the Game Informer stuff, right? And there's also not too much you can say, characters remember things. When you say things, the characters will remember. So I guess I'd be looking at their personalities and how they react to different situations that you're doing, right? Things like that. Those are things you could show off, and you could almost show side-by-side things of here's how they'll react to one thing versus a different thing in the same, situation. So this is very good. I like this. I just actually found out about the San Diego part, that it's going to Comic-Con. I just found out about that a week ago, so it's cool, quick turnaround for me that now it's actually pretty, it's not like they're going to be there and show off just concept art. Sometimes that'll happen, or they'll talk about smaller things that not everybody cares about. No, this one, well, they're doing a lot of different things. You might not care about one or the other thing, but you might care about the gameplay, right? Gameplay is a pretty big deal. So hopefully, and I imagine it makes its way onto YouTube and their own official pages immediately, within an hour of it being shown off. Gaming they go quick, right? Sometimes movies are a little bit later, although nowadays it's kind of simultaneous anyway. I'd imagine this would also be simultaneous. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.